Assalamu alaikum students. After reading the concept of electric potential and potential difference, now we have to read about the electric current. What is electric current? For this very purpose, we should first understand let us have a material which is known as conductor. Yeah, what is first conductor? Conductors are the materials or substance through which electricity can pass easily. We are having three types of material. First, we are having the conductors. What are conductors? Conductors are the materials. These are the materials or substance through which through which electric current can pass easily. Those are called as the conductors. Like the metals, you can say copper, aluminum. You can say silver. You can say iron, etc. These are called as what? Conductors. Or you can have non-metals like graphite, yeah, aqueous solution of NaCl, H2SO4. So these substances are called as conductors. So in these very conductors, if you are taking the metals are having free electrons, which we will discuss once I will give you the concept of electric current. Let's first finish the materials. We are having the three types of material. One is called as the conductors. Conductors are the materials through which electric current can pass easily. We are having aluminum, we are having copper, we are having silver, we are having iron, and we are having many more substances. If we will take on the other hand insulators, insulators. What are these? Insulators are the through which materials through which electric current cannot pass. Current cannot pass. These are called as insulator. Like you are having the rubber, you are having the glass, you are having the plastics, etc. So these are the or dry wood you are having. These are the materials through which electric current cannot pass because there are no free electrons to conduct the electricity. But in case of the materials like the metals, we are having the free charge take the current from one side to another side. In case of insulators, we don't have the you can say the constituents which are going to carry the current. You don't have the free constituents. On the other hand, we are having the third type of material which is called as the semiconductors. Semiconductors. What are those? Neither these are conductors nor these are in between conductors and insulators. Neither they completely oppose the current nor they allow the current easily to flow through them. These materials are called as semiconductors, like we're having silicon, we're having germanium, etc. These are called as what? These are called as semiconductors. Now, first, let's understand now the concept of what electric current. If this is a material, and in this very material, we are having there we're having the loosely bound electrons. If we are going to take the metal, as this very metal is bounded by electrons, so let's first take there is a free charge which is loosely bound towards the these are loosely bound towards the what? Towards the atom. So these are called as free electrons. if we have to define the electric current. Electric current. Now, these very charges within the material, they are moving randomly. These negatively charged are moving randomly, but they are not moving in a particular direction. Electric current is defined as the flow of charge through any cross section of a conductor. If this is the cross section of a conductor, cross section here means how much thickness. If this is the cross section of conductor, in absence of potential difference, once you are not going to apply the potential difference, once you are not going to apply a battery to it, this is the positive of battery cell, you have to say it is negative of that very battery potential V. Once you are not going to apply a battery to the conductor, there will be random motions within that very conductor. There will be random motions. This electron or this electron, this will show random motion like this, like this, like this. They will show random motion, but in absence of what? In absence of electric field. But once you are going to apply a potential difference, what happens? These electrons being negatively charged, which are loosely bound towards the respective atoms, they are called as the free electrons, or you have to say they are called as the conduction electrons. Conduction means they are going to conduct. Conduction electrons, as they are the conduction electrons, so they will, what they will do, once there is application of potential difference, these negatively charged electrons move towards the positive of the battery. So once they will move, we're taking here is a cross section, how many electrons are crossing in unit time, that's called. If one electron is crossing in unit time, if two, if three, if four, if five, and so on, that means if more and more electrons are crossing the cross section, then there will be more and more current. Thus electric current is defined as the amount of charge or flow of charge, amount of charge flowing through any cross section, any cross section of a conductor in unit time. The flow of charge, amount of charge flowing through any cross section of a conductor in unit time. How much current is going, how much charge is going to flow? If we are having a charge amount of Q, if charge Q flows in time t, then electric current equals to charge by time. That's simply electric current, I equals to Q by T, because it is defined as the flow of charge. How much charge? If one electron is going to flow in 1 second, then the current will be like, if two electrons are going to flow in 1 second, more current. If three electrons are going to flow in 1 second, more and more current. If 100 electron, 1 lakh electron, 2 lakh electron, 2 million electrons are going to flow in 1 second, that means more and more current. So how much charge flowing from this side to this side, but this will only happen once you are going to apply a potential difference. But in absence of potential difference, there will not be flow, there will not be current. Once the switch is off at your respective home, the bulb is not glowing, the electric iron is not working, your TV is not working once the switch is off. As soon as the switch is on, at the same time your TV starts working, your lamp starts glowing, so on and so forth. So thus simply electric current is defined as the flow of charge through any cross section of a conductor in time. If Q charge flows in a conductor in time t, then electric current is equal to I is equal to Q by T. Now we have to go through the units as well as definition of this very electric current. That will be in next lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.